So you're moving here to the Dayton area and you're considering moving to Riverside, and you're curious, why should I live in Riverside in this area of town? Well, in this video, my team and I came up with the top 5 reasons why you should live in Riverside, Ohio. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio. This is your first time to our channel. We do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. Now, as a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved so many places. And every time I move somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we get tons of phone calls and emails and texts from people that are wondering what it's like to eat, sleep, live, play in the Dayton area, and honestly, we love it. So if you are moving to this area and you got some questions and you need some help, again, give us a call, text, email, heck, shoot us a little paper airplane, whatever you need to do. We got your back when moving here to the Dayton area. Okay, so let's talk about it. What are the top 5 reasons why you should live in Riverside, Ohio? Now, let's talk a little bit about that. This location of Riverside is just to the east of downtown Dayton, and it is, well, right next to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Yes, it's on the west side of Wright-Pat, as we call it here, Air Force Base. It actually encompasses the U.S. Air Force Museum that's out there, and it also has one of the 5 Rivers parks, which are the tons of metro parks that we have here in the Dayton area. Now, if you watch a couple other videos that aren't from us, Riverside gets a bad rap. It really, really does. And I'm not from here, so I'm a transplant to this area, so I, like you, were probably watching a ton of other videos out there, and they're saying, hey, this area of Dayton's just terrible, it's trash, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, it's not that bad. People just give it a bad rap all the time, and it may have been like a few years ago after the auto industry left and they were just going crazy. But now it's actually come around, and I don't ever think that it took that big of a hit, mainly because Wright-Pat's right there. Dad joke. It was right there, and it's filled with the other people that work on the base, military veterans and things like that have kept this up really nice in this area. So let's talk about the top 5 things. Number 1 on my list is the proximity to the number 1 employer in the Dayton area. What's that? That's right, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. If you haven't been to Wright-Pat before, it's so big it's actually split off into like 2 different areas, right? It's the largest site employer in the state of Ohio, with an economic impact of $4.2 billion. That's right, with a B, $billion per year. Now, the base covers over 8,000 acres, or about 12.2 miles or so, and provides more than 100 Associate United located right there at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So that's a big push here. That's why a lot of people, probably even you, are looking to move to this area and move to Riverside. All right, number 2 is it's close to the highway system, and it's super easy to get to Route 4, Highway 675. One thing that I absolutely love about this area, moving and been in so many different areas all over my previous career, is the highway systems are phenomenal. Even if you don't decide to live right next to Wright-Pat and that's where you're going to end up working, you can go pretty much anywhere, all the way to the other side to like Miamisburg, West Carrollton, even all the way up to Tip City. And typically, because of the highway systems, you're around 30 minutes to get to where you need to go. No matter where you are in Dayton, you're probably going to be 5 to 30 minutes away from anywhere you want to be. And that's phenomenal. And if you're in Riverside, you've got proximity to everything. Downtown's only 10-minute drive. Beaver Creek, again, only 10 minutes, and that's just south of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And that's where everything is there, like lots of shops. You've got the Green, you've got Fairfield Commons, which is the mall there, all sorts of really, really cool stuff. And of course, you're about 18 minutes to Dayton International Airport if you want to go from airport to airport, especially if you're not military. So really, really nice access to those highway systems. Okay, number 3 on the list is it's very inexpensive to live, really in the entire Dayton area, but Riverside specifically. One thing that I tell people all the time, because we're in real estate here, is it's close to Beaver Creek, which has very, very high taxes in comparison to some areas. But being in Riverside, you don't have the taxes, but you have proximity to all the cool things that you can go access in Beaver Creek. Overall, the cost of living, if you want to look at cost of living, we did do a cost of living video for this, so definitely check it out on our channel. But spoiler alert, if you looked on a scale of up to 100, where 100 was the average of the continental United States, it is 86. Riverside is 86 on that index, which means that it's 14% below the national average. Okay? And the next one that we do have is, well, number 4, which is a housing affordability. I told you, this real estate channel, we're gonna talk about real estate. Your median home price as of the date of this video in Riverside was only about $114,900. That's a low of about $15,000, which really wasn't that great of a place. Matter of fact, I don't think it had a functioning heating and cooling element. Or in a high of only $288,000. That's amazingly affordable when you think about what the average price point in the United States is right now. Your median average home price is actually $217,500. So super affordable to purchase a home here. Now, if you're looking to rent, you're part of the military here, or you got a job that makes you transient all the time, the rent's really not too bad. Your median rent price in here is anywhere between $700 to $1,700 per month. Get that to the national average, it's about $1,067 per month. And it really just depends on what you're really looking for as you're looking for rentals in the area. There are a lot of rental complexes. That's one thing about this area that may be different from where you're coming from, is there's plenty of big rental buildings or rental complexes, apartment buildings, things like that, for you to get in there and at least have some place to call home when you get to our area. All right, last on my list is number 5, one of my favorite things about this area. And it may be because I'm an Air Force veteran, but it is the Air Force Museum. That's right. It's one of the oldest and largest military aviation museums in the entire world. There's more than 360 aircraft just in that museum. And that also includes missiles that they have on display. It's free to the public. If you haven't been in there, it's really cool. You could make a full day of it. You could make a weekend of it. I could probably go through there multiple times and still not see everything. I probably still haven't. But as you kind of go around there, there's aircraft that sit outside, but a lot of them are in all these different hangars. It's kind of cool as you do enter into the area. You'll kind of go through and you'll see how aviation started, where it had the Army Air Corps that they started with their aviation. Of course, the Wright brothers, if you didn't know this, that the Wright brothers do claim to fame, is that they do have that in the Dayton area, that one of the brothers in the bicycle shop was actually here in the Dayton area. But anyway, they have it from all the way from the Wright Flyer all the way up to what they were using for balloons and into the First World War, and of course in the Second World War, and it just kind of goes through, and of course the World War II and everything else that you kind of work through, and you just kind of get into the aviation. Once you get to all the way to the back, it even goes into space. They have their little like OSI detachment, which is like their internal investigators that are over there. They have their own kind of cool little place. They've got these big aircraft that probably only have flown like a handful of times and then it just became a dust collector in this museum. Either way, we get to experience it when we go to this museum. If you can't tell, I absolutely love it. But yes, those are the top 5 reasons why you should live in Riverside, Ohio. Now, if you have any questions about anything in this area or anything I spoke about, please leave it here in the comments below. If you're from Riverside and you got something positive to say, again, please keep it positive. Please go ahead and leave it here in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, especially my personal experience. I'm not necessarily from here, so I always like to hear what you guys have to say, and it helps everybody else out. And of course, if you are moving to Riverside or anywhere in Dayton, you got some questions, you need some help, it's not just me here. I got a whole team of locals, out-of-towners that are here to help you out. So again, give us a call, shoot us a text, give us an email. Either way, we got your back when you're moving here to the Dayton area. Again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty. We'll see you next video. Take care.